just the pressure and numbers around the footy, and thought we got some reward, but we need a bit more.
Who's going to stand up for you guys in the last quarter?
Oh, look, we always look to pairs, and maybe Bestie can show us something this quarter. But obviously the midfield's got to come from Tommy Schneider and Parks and House and Liam in the middle to get us going, and hopefully we can get some one-on-ones forward and be dangerous enough to score.
All the best, Chris.
Thanks very much to Chris Barlow for giving up his time at three-quarter time. And Gus McLeod, fantastic work on debut, roving the boundary. Some of the stats that matter, Grant Campbell, thanks to Choose Tap.
In the third quarter, Rowville won the clearances 16-4, the contested ball 36-26, but Vermont well on top in uncontested possessions 43-26, and they had 16 more kicks with 57-41. And quite dominant in the inside 50s, 14-8. So, bit of a weird-looking stats sheet that quarter.
30 minutes left to play in this one, and just 2 points separate some of the best sides in the competition. Cross boundary side shortly to find out what happened at the Rowville huddle with Damien Watson. And as I'll go to him now, thanks to chiropractic betting.
Yes, basically, Dyson Rowville coach Peter Bastanak instructed his charges to regain their first half intensity and urged his forwards to present more often and be more accountable.
Well, the scene is set for an epic finish. 2-point lead to the Rowville Football Club as the umpire throws it aloft. Knocked down straight into the arms of Parker, who's brought to deck by Hill, and will have a bounce. Some great scores coming through right across the eastern suburbs. Keep them coming at Footy EFL as Manuel is brought to ground in a strong tackle. As the ghosts arrive at Seabeck. Umpire throws it up. Whale Buxton knocked down. Came out, little give to Schneider there, but he was quickly set upon there by Luke Dodone. And we'll have another bounce. So 3 in the space of the first 45 seconds. Umpire just asking players to clear themselves out here. Whale Buxton over the back, got the knockdown. Little quick kick forward. Nicely done there by Dodone, got the little handball away, and now Rowville will have a chance. They're linking up in a series of handballs on the far side of Seabeck. The kick goes up towards the half-forward line. Nice strong mark there by Sam Anson on the right boot. Wanted to waste no time, but he probably should have taken a little bit more because the kick was smothered right underneath the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Garner, little give, and now they'll go forward here on the right boot. Here's McDonald. Pushed it to the left-hand side. Geez, that would have been a massive start for the Rowville Football Club. But every point counts in a close game like this, and on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, they now lead it by 3. 1.5 minutes gone, final term.
Great games as you go local for your football. South Croydon lead by 8 points over Montrose at three-quarter time. It's a 10-point lead to Donny East over an inaccurate Mitcham. A 55-point lead to Bayswater over over Mulgrave, I should say, and Mooroolbark trail by 9 points to Wanturna South.
Purdy takes the mark and he kicks it up towards the half-forward line. McConnon roved it nicely of the Kirby variety. Snaps it inside forward 50. He was looking for best. He was the 4th man in the contest there. Dodone got the handball away. Working backwards on the right boot. He's Hagger up towards the wing position. McCafferty standing underneath it. Takes it, wants to waste no time either. Switches the ball into the middle of the ground. They might continue with the switch here, the Vermont side. They'll go back towards the Wilcox direction. He's in the defensive arc, but the space has opened up on the grandstand side here, which you'd expect him to kick it towards. Crocker wanted it. That was ignored. Kick goes out towards the other side. Anson, well, Garner got the fist on it, but Anson roved it well. Kick up towards the half-forward line. Bit of holding off the play there, and it'll be go the way of Vermont. It was a 3-on-1 situation also, so Vermont, we happy with that result as the kick goes up towards the half-forward line. It's almost as if nobody wanted it in the end and the mark's been taken. Kick goes out wide. Wasn't too flash, but Robertson's a flashy type player, but the ball did a wrong and on him. Schneider was there and he almost got his head completely ripped off. The umpire saw it because who couldn't have? He'll have a shot, almost, no, a little bit too far out to score here, Schneider, so he just pops it up. A little knock on there from Crozier at the fall. The ball picked up there by Best of the Rowville side, kicks it up towards the wing position. It was a good kick too, where Wilcox got a fist on it, knocked it over the boundary line and out of bounds. Davey being a little bit harsh there as it goes over.
Templestowe by 2 goals over Baronia, a 79-point lead to Heathmont over South Belgrave, a 46-point lead to Ringwood over Park Orchards. In Division 4, Surrey Park looking to spoil the party. They lead by 13 points over Domvale. Ferntree Gully by the same margin over Glen Waverley Hawks. 10 goals, Kilsyth over the Eastern Lions, and 232 Forest 11 under Wadding.
Boundary.
It's crossed down boundary side thanks to chiropractic betting, Gus.
Boys, it looks like Steve Cochran's made a move. Cameron Howard has gone to Manuel, trying to shut him out of the game to give the Vermont Eagles an upper hand in the last quarter.
Well, Buxton front spot. Not going anywhere there. Let's have another bounce. Umpire Sully comes in. Throws it up. Archer that time. Soupy got the knockdown. Couldn't quite trap it there with Styles. A lot of players following this football. We're going to see a lot of this in this final term. Higher. Throws it up. Archer knocked it straight over the boundary line and out of bounds. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. 98.1 Radio Eastern, streaming live around the globe, EFL.org.au or at easternfm.com. As the umpire rings it back in, straight into the sun was straight in the player's eyes there. At the fall, the ball, Schneider goes after it. Frawley was there as well. Styles also and co, and will have a ball up just inside the boundary line, right in front of our chiropractic boundary riders. Trying to clear things out here. Nicely done there by Wale Buxton. Got it away, McComb. On to Parker on the left boot from Parker. Kicks it inside forward 50. Crozier had the front spot there. He's got Best there also, but the boundary line wanted it, asked for it, and got it in the end, and she goes out.
He's had a good day, Mason Crozier. He's done a really good job on the dangerous Best with only 2 possessions and 2 goals, BWS.
He came back into the side last week, Brash. They've missed him for the previous 3 or 4 weeks.
Thrown back in deep in the Vermont forward line. What can Best do with it? Tries to pick it up. Thrusting through a pack there was McConnon, and he was set upon by 2 Hawks and going nowhere. 6 minutes gone, final term, still Rowville by 3 points. Tap down from Perry, straight into the hands of Parker, snapping around the body, McComb. This one's going to go high, looking for a marking option. Perry almost underneath it, couldn't quite take the mark. McComb with a second grab, but he's missed across to the right-hand side and through for one behind. 10-5-65 Rowville, 9-9-63 Vermont. A 2-point lead in favour of the Hawks. 6 minutes gone, final term.
You know, right from the very first bounce in the very first quarter, this game has not slowed down one little bit. It's been ferocious tackling by both sides all day, and a credit goes to both the teams for keeping it up.
Certainly does. This has been one for the ages. We'll see how it goes in the next 20 minutes or so. Kick comes out wide. Archer was the intended target, couldn't mark. Had a teammate swooping at ground level, was Davey. His handball wasn't flashed. Johnson got it away to Wale Buxton. Handy little hand pass. Found Wilcox.
Good tackle.
Wrapped up was his teammate there, Howard. Manuel tried to take the advantage. He was immediately set upon. So it'll come back to Matt Suckling. And Suckling's kick finds... It's Stapleton, who goes very wide and very backward to Crozier. So Mason Crozier at halfback takes his second bounce. Had a long handball over the top. Centre wing. Dinky little one finds Hagar and now goes inside forward 50, looking for a marking option. Won't quite find it. Johnson in front position. Sees it over the boundary line and out of bounds, about 10 metres round from the Rowville goal.
They went really backward but went wide, but they had plenty of options to keep it going down that outer side.
10-5-65, Rowville plays Vermont 9-9-63, 7.5 minutes gone, final term. Division 1 football on AFL game day, snap out of the bottom of the pack. Goes absolutely nowhere, out of bounds on the full, and a free kick to Vermont off fullback.
Very good hand to foot then by the big man, Mitch Gardner, after the throwing contest, or up.
So once the ball's returned, it'll be Tim Johnson for Vermont to take the free kick. His side still trailing this one by 2 points.
There's only really one way to go, and that is up to the members' wing as a big fly from Perry over the back, couldn't pull it down. Little toe poke out wide, goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic contest. Both sides not giving an inch here.
So it's about 70 metres out from the Rowville goals.
What's going on
They
here?
lead this one by 2 points. Umpire's blown a whistle. It's going the way of the Eagles. Across the half-back line now, they can set themselves up by switching the play. Here's Wilcox in the middle. He had a linking handball player running in Howard, but he missed the target, goes after it again. That was good play there by Wilcox. Davies in there for Rowville. Ball scoots out. There's about 12 players around the football here. Can anyone get clear disposal? Umpire has to come in and separate this one right in the heart of Seaback Oval.
How'd you pull 12 out of that, BWS? There was 25 players around the contest.
I divided by 2, Ray. As it comes out now, Archer got boot to ball, a little bit of a fresh air shot. Wale Buxton goes in after it also, and we'll have another bounce.
You almost think it's going to take a couple of moments of genius from someone in either side to win this game, I reckon, Ray.
Yeah, no, somewhere someone will break it open, Brush. They have to.
Archer had the front spot. Asking for it was Davidson. Comes out now in the arms of Anderson on the right boot. Goes towards the goals and it hits the pine. 3/4 of the way up. Geez, the umpire was riding that one home. And another minor score on the board for the Rowville Football Club. They are peppering. Lead is 3 points out here. 9 minutes gone in this final term, I should say, as the kick comes in now from Vermont. Big fly will be there over the back there. Styles couldn't quite pull it down. Stacks on the mill and we'll have a bounce. Epic finish. What a great game. It's been tough football. Division 1 football at its best. Charging through there. Crocker got high and then came down. Strong tackle. So ball's gone nowhere. Still lingering around that half-forward line for the Rowville side. High now. Well, that was holding the football. You heard the fans cheer for that one, and Best has it. He's about 80 metres out. He kicks it straight into the man on the mark. That was good play. Wale Buxton. Might be a bit of turnover football here for Vermont. Another smother happens. Rowville, little handball over the top. Frawley was in there, but charging through also was Wadley on the right boot. Kicks it up and out. It might have hit the line. It looked like it hit the line. I set out of bounds on the full, so Zajac goes backwards. Short spearing passes on for Rowville. Mark's taken by Stapleton, right in front of us here. Sends the ball up the wing position. A big pack forms there. Who's going to be at ground level? Straight through the arms of Parker. Stolen there by Hill. On the right boot, Hill goes Goldwood. Bouncing, and it trickles over the boundary line and out of bounds. Right, left forward pocket for Rowville.
Probably a good result for Rowville.
Just having a look at the way that both sides are delivering the ball at the moment. They're both really scared of that, making that crucial turnover.
So deep in attack here for Rowville. Tap down good there from Garner. Tried to get it away now. Vermont a chance to clear, although the kick's gone straight in the hands of Georgiou, who kicked one on the run here earlier.
I was just going to say, he couldn't kick 2 in the one game, could he, from the half-back line?
Why not?
Well, he's probably only kicked 2 in his whole career.
This to give the Hawks a little bit of breathing space. Lee Green will have you riding this one the whole way home. At the 12-minute mark of this final term, Steve Georgiou sends it on its way. It looked ugly off the boot, and in the end it's missed absolutely everything. And I reckon he's actually copped the toe of at the end of his foot right on the ground.
Kick like a defender.
Probably just tried to kick it a bit too hard. Alas, it's a boundary throw-in right on the point post. Garner got the tap down. It'll clear out, though. I think that was Johnson, got it away to centre wing. Good work, good body work there from Zajac. Couldn't take the mark, though. And now trying to get it away as Styles goes forward. Empty forward 50, bouncing ball. Boundary line should win out here. It's going to stay in, and eventually it's seen over the boundary line and out of bounds by Archer. He's been paid deliberate. Oh, so the ball had completely stopped. Archer picked it up and then just decided that going over the boundary line was the best option. So it'll be Jaden
McConnon, and who else would you want to have it in this sort of a position?
So McConnon.
Which one?
From
Kirby, the one who's kicked 3.
Who has one in every quarter. And to make it 4 and to give his side back the lead. Sends it on its way. It's curling back right to the goal line and through for one behind. 9-10-64. Everyone around the ground takes a little breath. 2-point lead still to Rowville. 10-6-66.
Wayne Brasher was riding that one all the way.
Was I what?
30 minutes gone, final
And the
turn.
kick comes out wide. It was a fair old roost too. Giorgio overran the football, picks it up, eventually got the handball away. This might work out okay for them in the middle of the ground. Here's Bussy, handball over the top. Series of handballs was chopped off in the middle. Nicely done there. And a little fend-off might have been called too high. It was. So Garner, Mitch Garner, up towards the half-forward line. It was a floating kick. Chopped off now. Vermont get another chance. A kick goes up towards the half-forward line. Purdy was the flyer. It was knocked away by Garner at the fall. The ball couldn't pick it up. There was Styles out the back. Starjack gets a handball away to Archer. Dumps it on his boot up towards the half-forward line. Davey, what a fantastic mark that was. Licks up well on the right boot. Here's Hilly! You little beauty! Look at them get around there. What play there from the Rowville Football Club. The half-back line across the ground and slams it through. And now they've opened up a very handy 8-point lead here. 14 minutes gone in this final term.
That was experienced by Archer then. Archer was the only one that got the ball out here in front of us, and he kicked it as long and as hard as he could, where everybody else, like you said a couple of minutes ago, Brash, they've been frightened to make a mistake. They've been a little bit careful with their delivery, but Archer's just booted the ball as far as he could.
Yep.
Cross boundary side, thanks to chiropractic betting. Gus McLeod.
Boys, some really tired legs out here. It's going to be a battle of who had the bigger pre-season, I reckon.
Got his fan club going, the debutant.
Oh!
Go inside forward 50, plucking a mark out of nowhere. There was Darcy Crocker. And the youngster a chance to line up and put Vermont back in front.
Grant Campbell, thanks to Choose Tap Match Stats.
Inside 50s this final quarter, 6-5 in favour of Vermont, doing much better in the clearances, leading at 8-3.
Apologies, it won't put him back in front. It'll reduce the margin back to 8 points. Sun right on that scoreboard playing havoc.
Someone needs to be front and square here because I think this might drop short.
A bit of a pressure kick.
It'll be 2 points if he kicks this.
So the young gun, Darcy Crockett, comes in now. Long lead, sends it on its way. It's going to go right to the goal line. And in the end, it's punched through for one behind, a rush behind, reducing the margin. 9-11-65, Vermont, and I'm going to say 11-6-72.
Correct.
And I think we've gone about 16 minutes in the final term.
Stapleton takes the mark from the kick in for Rowville. He used that far side of the ground. Ball holds up in the sun. The target was Dodone. He had two players to beat here, and swooping on it was Crocker, but he just couldn't keep it in. Umpire said it was out of bounds. So a boundary throw in just across the half-forward line for Vermont.
I mean, both sides have been going at such a frenetic pace. You could possibly understand why they're starting to get tired and mistakes creeping into general gameplay.
This time, it's Vermont from the stoppage. The kick goes inside forward 50. A big fly that time there by Anson over the back. It comes out. Who's going to get this get this one? Little handball over the top. McConnon got it away to Crocker. Got it away to Styles. Styles on the right boot. Styles has it caught at the leg that just drifted at the last stage. Through for a behind, and we're back to one straight kick out here at Seaback Oval. Rowville have the lead.
Doesn't get much better than this. Handy point. Straight down the middle, and a great kick. Long finds Garner. They've got plenty of numbers streaming forward. Running onto this one will be McDonald. It might sit up beautifully for him. One kick will almost take him from one end of the ground to the other, but great defensive work there from Shane Davidson. And that passage of play, and no mistake that he's played rep footy right throughout season 2016.
If Vermont win that game, Shane Davidson could possibly win play of the day, just for that moment in time.
Did enough to get it out of bounds. It's 5 metres around from the Rowville goal. And within two kicks, Rowville got it from one end of the ground to the other. Another goal here for Rowville makes it interesting. Kick came from Johnson. Goes out to defensive, out of the defensive 50. Now they've got to try and move it forward. It's going to come straight back though. Now it's in the hands of Zajac. Gets his handball off. A snap around the body. Went for it. Garner eventually gets the kick away. Bouncing ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds.
There's some tired legs out there now, Ray, because both sides are really just peppering in hope.
It's been a terrific game. Probably one of the best games we've had all year, boys.
18 minutes gone, final term. Rowville lead by a goal. Ball thrown in once again. This time tapped down by Perry. It's going to go hard up against the boundary line. Meeting it there. Good work off the back of the pack was Anderson, trying to get it away. Rowville still in possession. Robinson just couldn't quite pick it up. It's going to come off the bottom of the pack. Kick off the boot here from Best. And a great goal there from Michael Best. And that one gives them a 12-point lead at the 19-minute mark, and that's a genuine contender for the chiropractic
clubhouse leader.
Goal of the day. And he may have just sewn up a win here for the Hawks.
Yeah, that's the best goal for. It certainly was the best goal. Look, the Hawks, and maybe that is the one that's clinched the game for them. But look, yeah, it's not over yet. Nothing would surprise me in the time that we got left. As you said early in the day, Brett, both defences have been under a lot of pressure, and they've both stood up all day. And that's a very lucky goal by Rowville, but they'll take it.
It's crossed down boundary side thanks to chiropractic betting. Here's Gus.
Boys, Schneider off the bench straight into the guts. He's going to try and win the game for Vermont.
Well, Rowville, we're going to have something to say about that, because here's Allen on the right boot. Kicks it inside forward 50. Oh, nicely done there by Anson. Read it really nice and took it on the second grab. Brash's heart rate drops by about 30. He takes off now, wants to play on, kick the ball out towards the wing position. They've got to go direct. Perry stands strong, takes an easy uncontested mark in the end. Needs to move it quickly up towards the half-forward line. That was good play. Coming out there with Styles. Takes it now. They've got some space inside the 50 as the kick goes in that way now. And the fall of the ball there. Almost trying to break through was Crocker. Hasn't he had a good game for Vermont today? And he'll hand it back to the umpire right in front of the Vermont bench, about 45 metres out from their goals. Umpire wasting no time. Big fly over the top there from Perry. Couldn't keep it alive. Came out there, Purdy. Goes after. Breaks a couple of tackles here, Purdy. That's some pretty clever play, but got pushed a little bit too wide and over the boundary line and out of bounds. I think Giorgio thought he got knackered, but he's just hurt his wrist a little bit.
Why wasn't that one deliberate when the one against Archer was? He ran over the boundary line then.
Yeah, he's trying to kick the ball.
He still went over the boundary line.
Chalk and cheese. Ray Baird as it comes out. Perry got it down. Little handball by McComb. Comes out. There's Schneider on hands and knees. Release the football. Oh, Schneider copped one high, but it was at chest high. Copped one in the ear, in fact. So I will ask for it back here. About 30 metres out from goal. They need 3 scoring shots to get in front here, the Vermont Football Club. Styles, the big fly over the back. A ground level, step around the body by Howard. Now that's an absolute cracker. There's another contender for the chiropractic betting goal of the day. It's just what the doctor ordered, and we're back to a 1-goal margin.
This game just has so many ebbs and flows, and you just don't know who's going to win this one now. 1 minute you think Rowville are going to take control and kick another goal to go 18 front, but Vermont keep coming and they keep coming, and it's back to a goal. Who knows? I don't know yet. I just don't know. I can't pick the winner.
It was great crumbing then by Howard. A great crumbing there off the pack, and he put it to his foot so quickly.
Brilliant special comments there from Brash. I don't know. I just don't know. That pretty much sums up the game. It's still a goal to margin. 78 plays 72. 22 minutes gone. Final term. Both ruckmen almost ran into each other. Snyder gets the kick going forward. Purdy was the target. Swoops down to Crocker, who snaps it inside forward 50, looking for McConnon. Great punch from the back there came from Hagger. And now McConnon's got a lot of work to do, boundary side. And a goal umpire calls it over the boundary line and out of bounds. About 45 round from the Eagles' goal. If you've just joined us, where have you been all day? Home side currently lead by a goal. Schneider gets it away, manages to find a teammate there in Hams. Eventually gets his handball away. It wasn't all that flash, and now the Hawks can swoop. Handball was a little bit too hot for Manuel. He's going to get it back, though, and now they're streaming forward. Kick's going to go inside forward 50, intended for Garner. He's got a lot of work to do. Bouncing ball! This one could go all the way. It's eventually tapped almost to the goal line there from Garner. And it's held up 4.5 metres out from the Rowville goal line. They currently lead by 1.
Yeah, it was all counted on the bounce of the ball then, wasn't it?
Most definitely.
It certainly was. Eventually it's rushed through for 1 behind. It could be a very, very important behind. It gives Rowville a 7-point lead. 79 plays 72. 22 minutes gone, final term.
Yeah, valuable point echoes around Seabeck Oval. As it'll be Vermont needing to go direct here. Short passes on. Anson just popped up nicely for him. So which way are they going to go here? They're going to go the grandstand side. Wilcox is the tallest man in the situation, but he didn't need to because Styles was there for support. Takes it in the front spot, swings around on the right boot now, kicks it up towards the McConnell direction, and almost knocked straight into the caravan there by Kyle Hagger. An old mate whose hat's been in the way all afternoon hands it back to the umpire.
It just disintegrated our cable wire.
No, Leroy enjoyed that one as the ball comes in now. Howard, he was in there. Rowville trying to bustle their way through. Frawley head over the football as always. Right in front of us here, it's about 70 metres out from the Vermont goals. 24 minutes have ticked over in this final term. Styles, the big flyer over the back. Quick kick there by Dodone, and up and under. It's gone the required distance. Who's going to go after it? Did a bit of a wrong, and in the end, Vermont have the numbers. Here's Purdy, got the handball. Cassidy got the handball to Wilcox. Dispossessed of the football, could have almost been pinged there. Schneider somehow got a handball out. That was magnificent. They're doing okay here, Vermont, under a lot of pressure. Kick goes up. What a strong mark that was by Wale Buxton. He'll want to move it on quickly. He's got to go back now over the man on the mark. They're 2 kicks from home, Vermont on the left boot. He wastes no time. Dumps it to the hot spot. Rowville have the numbers. McConnell at the fall of the ball. Also there is Styles. Tricky Dicky style. But pushed it to the right-hand side. Through for 1 behind. Margin is back to 6 points. Rowville have the lead.
So again, that handy point comes back the other way. Vermont clinch it once again. Kick comes out wide. It was punched from McConnell to the back. Now Rowville a lot of work to do. Held up. Umpire's going to take a long time with this. It'll be a free kick going the way of the Eagles.
Kirby McConnell's got a free kick.
Has won in every quarter this afternoon.
Oh, we could have a draw.
Don't say that.
Kirby McConnell at the 25.5-minute mark of this final term to even things up at 79 apiece. He's been stellar all day. Comes in now, the most important kick of the afternoon. And he's hit it!
What's the
Waiting for the goal umpire. One behind.
It hit the post.
It hit the post.
It hit the post.
Dave Parker, who's been in this situation before, signals 1 behind. And we have a 5-point lead to the Hawks. 79 plays 74. 27 minutes gone, final term. Ben Warren-Smith.
Do they go for broke here, Rowville, and go down the guts, or they play it safe and go the boundary?
Stapleton, he's going to play it to himself here. Gain every bit of valuable distance. The big fly over the back. Which way's it going to go? Little quick kick out wide. That's okay. Knock out towards the direction there of Wadley. He was brought down in a game-saving tackle. Magnificent play by Clark. We're going to have a stoppage. Everyone just breathe deep. Cool your jets. Comes out nicely done there by Manuel. Somehow got boot to ball, and that might just be enough here as the mark has been taken across the on true centre wing position by the big man Bussey. Sucking up every valuable second that he can. Bussey sends the ball inside forward 50 now.
That's it.
And they've taken a mark.
Yeah, looks like Robbie Hill, is it?
It was the
Clark.
Chris Clark's taken the mark.
The 2 defenders jumped for the ball, and he just stood his ground on the ground, and it went straight into his arms.
Well, this'll almost be it.
This will be
His kicking hasn't been accurate though today.
If he kicks this, it's GO.
He's kicked 1 for the afternoon. What a climax. What an end to this game. Either way, it's a valuable score. He's just got to hit one. Clark comes in. He sets sail for goal. And have a look at that one go through. Right in front of the hill. Right in front of the faithful. Look at them get around him. That's his second. And Rowville are going to go away with a win here today out at Seabeck. What a finish and what a class act he was to take the mark and to get the finish in such high intense pressure. Let's cross down boundary side thanks to chiropractic betting.
Boys, the Rowville leadership team are sending everyone behind the ball to make sure that they can hold on to this lead and, more importantly, the 4 points.
And they're a very happy crowd up there on Hamburger Hill today. They went absolutely ballistic then.
What a kick that was as well, straight as a die.
Goal of the day, without a doubt.
It's games like this where the most important people are the midfielders, and Parker strikes. It goes inside forward 50. Perry's mark.
Read about it.
Just when you don't think this game's got another chapter, all of a sudden Joel Perry marks.
You have to be kidding
10 metres out directly in front.
Oh, my God.
Every second person on the ground currently looking straight at the timekeepers to try and work out how much time's left. Joel Perry to bring it back within a goal. Comes in now from point-blank range. He secured a goal, and they'll waste no time getting back to the middle. So 85 plays 80.
Boundary.
28 minutes gone, final term. Gus McLeod, thanks to chiropractic betting.
Boys, the Vermont's coaching staff do have a time around there, and I'm hearing that it's 2 minutes to go, so still plenty of time left in this one.
Yeah, well, the reliable man, Cole Smythe, who does the timekeeping from Vermont, he'd be right on the money. But
what a finish, Brash.
this is just an unbelievable game. This is hopefully we get a game like this throughout the finals. If we do, we're set for some great finals this year in Division 1.
Rowville lead by 5 points. Umpire throws it up now. Who can get the clearance? It's so important. Whale Buxton, little flick over the back. It comes. There's about 20 players still around this football, as you would expect. Umpire's going to bounce it again.
Look, if we get a result in this game, whichever side wins, great, terrific. But also credit must go to the losing side as well.
Well, it comes out now, Rowville. What can they do? Goal. Schneider put his head over the football. He's going to have a chance to send the Eagles inside forward 50 here. What can he do? Nearly every player's inside the arc. The kick goes up. Perry! He takes the mark. He could be the hero. He's taken it about 25 metres out, directly in front. He got the back of the game only moments ago, and he could be the one to finish Rowville out here today.
No more than 90 seconds left in this game.
The big man.
If this is where the AFL experience and will come right into play. Joel Perry lives and has played for moments like these.
Class act sides come back. We thought the game was dead and buried only moments ago, but Perry's come in. He's kicked one. He's kicked two already. Can he put it through? He has! Look at the Vermont boys get around him. Vermont have hit the front by 1 point. You would not read about it.
I'm absolutely stunned.
What a game.
What a game.
No.
Absolutely unbelievable game of football here.
No more than a minute left. They're flooding everyone back. Vermont 12-14, 86. Rowville 13-7, 85. Boundary side, Gus McLeod.
Steve Cochran has said 2 forwards only for Vermont. They're putting everyone behind the ball. Steve Cochran demanding his troops stand up and win this game of footy.
So ball up once again in the middle of the ground.
Oh,
we know there's no more than 60 seconds left in this game. It's had as many chapters as you want to see in a corker of a game. And Crocker goes forward. Empty. Goal square. This one will just bounce away. And Vermont will be very happy to see it go 30 metres round from the boundary.
That is the perfect result that you'd want with a minute to go.
100% in the dead spot in the forward pocket.
Found touch 30 metres out from the Vermont goal line. So not too much longer left in this one. Trying to get it at the bottom of the pack, couldn't quite take it away. On that occasion, I think it was McConnon. What a final 5 minutes, particularly from Joel Perry. There it is! There it is! In the most incredible contest you'll ever see at Division 1 football, Vermont have held on and stolen victory from the jaws of defeat. The Eagles, 12-14, 86, have defeated Rowville 13-7, 85. What a game of Division 1 football. Vermont have delivered on EFL game day once again. We saw a draw earlier in the season with the Eagles, and now they've got over the line by the narrowest of margins and will once again retain top spot in the Eastern Football League.
What can you say after that game of football? As I said earlier, no side deserved to lose that game.
No.
And it's unfortunately that,